This afternoon we're going to take you to see Liez, which is a local kind of town around the area, which also has amazing ramparts around. I think that's what they're called. So that's what we're going to have a look at, and it looks absolutely stunning. From the road it's been amazing to watch, so getting close will be even better. We've arrived near the ramparts, or the kind of castle walls, I suppose you'd call them, and we've seen this really cool camper van. Seen that? The colours on that are amazing, aren't they? Not sure I'd have it personally, but I do love the look of it. Even nice cracked window at the back there. But we've also seen something else that looks interesting. Go and have a look. Olivia, what's coming? As I said about France, they don't overcharge you, so we've parked in the car park completely free, and even better, there's this free lift that takes you from the bottom right up to the top next to the ramparts, or the kind of the walls there. You wouldn't get that in England. It'd be a few euros to get on, a few pounds to get on, and a few pounds to pay for parking. Great. Come on in.
Right, let's go.
So we're now on the ramparts, and this is Tour Vert. I'm going to be honest, I'm just reading the sign. And this was built around 1470. It was a later addition just to join the different parts of the wall together, and where the gate was here for Henry IV. There's even Henry IV's little bar over there. But the views from up here are absolutely amazing. Look at these fantastic views. You can see all the way over there. You can even see our caravan. Well, you can't see our caravan, but just down here is where our camping site is, and that's where the lake is right next to it. But look at the views. Oh, gorgeous. So today we just came for a wander around the rampart, or the kind of castle walls, but have you seen the cathedral? Seen how like ornate even the roof is? You see the angle from there. But it's all like different colours, reds, greens, yellow. It's absolutely fantastic. But we are going to come in a few days, and we'll definitely show you in there when we come. I think it was stumbled upon like a little mini market for paintings. We did say we'd go in a few days' time to the cathedral, but it's actually open, and I absolutely love it. They're gorgeous French cathedrals. They're much more ornate than obviously what you get in the UK, which is the Catholic cathedral as well. Main altar, they're very ornate. Got just behind here, that looks thing's probably a Marian altar. Obviously the Catholic Church is a big thing with Mary. On the other side you've got some statues of Mary as well. And you can go all around. The altar's actually in the middle of the church, but right under the top here. And it's just absolutely gorgeous in here. Big seat there. See, the seat over here is where the bishop sits, so it's a bigger seat. And one of the things you'll notice as well is that when you come to Catholic churches, and particularly cathedrals, they will have several altars, where you don't necessarily get that in Protestant churches. So you've got enough one here. The reason for that is before what's called Vatican II in the Catholic Church, where we became more like other churches and Protestant churches and some things, each priest could only do one mass, and they could only say that mass on their own. They couldn't say it together. That wasn't allowed. So what would happen is, to get the communion to everybody, you'd have to have several different priests all saying mass at the same time, and that's why you've got several different side altars, which you won't find in a lot of Protestant churches, just the way it goes, unless they're very high Anglican. It's a shame because I can't quite capture the smell. You can smell the incense that's been burning probably during this morning's mass, but the French cathedrals are, c'est magnifique. The Cathedral of Liez is consecrated to Saint Mames, M-A-M-M-E-S, I'm guessing, because you're a local saint. 3rd century church, and it's absolutely huge. This is pretty cool here. So because obviously Liez is at the top of a big massive hill, at one point there was a train that went from Paris to Mulhouse, I think it's called, which is a bit further south than here. So they got a station for the place down at the bottom, but obviously people then kind of said it was a bit of a check up. So they built this, and this was built about 1878 it says until 1911. I think it was running a bit more than that. But yeah, it's just obviously a big hill, so they've obviously built a big massive tram, and the incline was 17%. Big bank's 5, 10's a very big bank, 17's, well, pretty much vertical.
We stopped for a drink because it was a hot day.
Back down to the car park.
It's going pretty fast.
It's not gonna stop. So after a few days, we're going to take you to the beautiful town of Liez. It's a stunning location. The architecture, the walls, everything around it is amazing. We're on a massive big hill. So come with us and see exactly what it's like in the beautiful town of Liez in the area near Camp in Lake Liez. Now at the top of the ramparts, which call it the kind of castle walls, and the view is already great. So we're going to walk into town and show you exactly what it's like in Liez. You are a cracker. As Liez is a town which has a fortification or walls all the way around it, then you get some stunning entrances like this one here. It reminds me a bit of a more kind of posh version of York with its gorgeous walls as well. Now Olivia wants to go into the town and do some shopping. Now that sounds expensive. Well, Liez isn't content with having one beautiful, gorgeous and amazingly architectural cathedral. It also wants to have another one here in St Martin, which is also a massive big church. Gorgeous stained glass windows. The building behind me is an old Jesuit college. Again, that's part of the Catholic Church, if you didn't know. And it was originally built on the ramparts that were originally here. But unfortunately, the original building burned down. So they built a new one, which is the one behind me, and I'll show you a bit more of that in a second. But unfortunately, when the Jesuits came back to take back over to be like a seminary where they trained priests, and they trained about 200 a year, they'd already been expelled from the kingdom and told they couldn't come back, so somebody else had to take it over instead. Again, you can just see the massive big front of the building. The statues are probably starting to see better days, and the big cross on the top. And this is the big massive sort of Jesuit place to train the priests. And then next door you've got the College de Descartes, which is obviously the local artist who was very famous around different parts of the world. Another side road to explore with the Robsons. More shops according to Martha. Sounds expensive again. Came inside for a little bit of food because, as you might know, in France a lot of the shops shut from 12 till 2, so we've came for something to eat so that by the time we finished eating, hopefully the shops should be open, and we've done a little recce to see what's available. You drink nice, Olivia? Yeah, not sure in the water.
But it's free. The ice cream is free.
What you got?
Pizza.
Pizza.
But now I like mushrooms now.
And mushrooms as well. Is it good? Lunch done at La Pignata, Pignata. We had like pizzas. One of the reasons we went there is because it had a little QR code, so you can scan it, so you can get like the English menu. So if you're not the best at speaking French, you can still easily order. The servers, both the male ladies, were both lovely, And the guy behind the bar even asked if we have a YouTube channel, so we left him a sticker as well. But definitely would recommend to go to La Pignata if you're in Langres and you want someone that speaks reasonable English, so at least you can order your food and not feel uncomfortable. So superb. So the rest of the afternoon we spent time going shopping because the girls got some money from their grandparents and things like that. And you know what kids are like, they just want to spend that money. What you bought?
A Polly Pocket.
Ooh, wow.
We basically decided we want to spend all our money on cosmetics. She is 12 and that's exactly what 12-year-olds do. Spend a fortune on different pieces from the kind of body shop of France, I suppose you would call it. Then we went into a few other shops and basically again buying more things. Bought ourselves a little ring for the journey, and then we decided it was time to go back to the car and back to the campsite. Langres is an amazing place. It is stunning, great location. You know, if it wasn't for the kids, I could have wandered around, just wandering around, look at the sights, look at the views, and it's definitely a place if you're in the area that you should get yourself to.
We've wandered around the beautiful town of Langres, all the lovely gorgeous shops, very authentic kind of goods to buy, and Martha wants to go back to the Intermarché to buy some tat. Is that right, Martha? No. It is. She wants to go and buy squishy things or something.